took the pace down a little bit, but it's Kaji, so you have to. But I think a match is going to be pretty scrappy is Ikan and Louis Money, two certified legends out here. They're probably going like, I would say like nice for nice over here. Like these are two of the nicest players in the whole scene. Honestly.
Oh, absolutely.
I would just say like at this level. But yeah, of course we got Louis Money on the tried and true Palutena, and Ikan, I would say #1 Ryu at this point. Seems like.
I'd say so too.
I think so.
Now, I was talking with Ikan yesterday. I was able to catch up with him after our crew battle, which if you didn't tune into, it was an incredible event. Go back and watch it. But Ikan was feeling very confident for today. Very confident.
Okay.
So we hope to see it.
And it definitely looks like the confidence is coming out. We are in winners quarterfinals of this B tier, but as I said, Louis Money coming in with a great edge guard. The percent gap wasn't that huge, but that was a really well placed back air.
Oh yeah, Palutena could just go out there. Oh, all right, but here we see the Shoryu taking it right back, literally with no insurance.
Yeah, honestly, like nothing ever happened right there. But yeah, these are both characters that know how to scrap, know how to rack up tons of damage, and it seems like they both got great ways to edge guard each other too, so it's definitely going to be a tough one for everybody. Yeah,
both of these characters have and rely on their back airs as kill options. We've already seen it once with Louis Money. I know Ryu is up there in terms of strength with the back air. Oh my goodness, the up air Shoryu going to end that with 89% on Louis Money.
Yeah, looking really solid right now. I like the reflect on the slow fireball. Take some of that neutral back. It can be your turn too, Palutena.
It can be, yes. You have the down B to do it, but speaking of B moves.
There's the up B to do it. As it turns out, Ikan taking an early lead here. Only about 90 seconds off the clock. I don't think this is going to be a very long set.
I don't think so.
I think it's going to be a fast game 5, if that makes sense. You know, like it's going to be crazy.
They're going to be scrapping, that's for sure, but we love to see scrapping.
Oh, the air dodge! Ooh, and the side B. Louis Money really showing off some great ways to punish Ryu recovery. I feel like a lot of people kind of let him come back for free, or they get nervous because focus attack is in the way, but Louis Money does not have those fears.
No, at this point, Louis Money's played with enough and has enough experience and overall Smash Brothers to understand the situations that put Ryu in disadvantage.
All right,
no tag.
And
well, sorry, headphone users, but man, woo!
I saw that regrab, and I'm like, well, that's not the best idea. And then Ikan's like, I'll kill you for this, actually. I know you're at 35. I don't really care.
You are going to the blast zone.
That was insane. I guess Louis just wasn't ready to tech it, but the dare, just in case she was able to magnet hands up there, was a really, really strong start for Ikan. So, despite the percent he was at, that was a 2-stop.
That was. Going to take game 1, and it looks like we're going straight back to small battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in my opinion, I know I said this last night on my block, but the best by plat. I'm an SBF guy compared to a PS2 guy, that's for sure.
You know why I'll give it up to you for that? Because I'm so tired of the PS1 music.
Ah, yes.
And then here you can just get whatever your heart desires on the playlist, so I'll give it up. Yeah, best by plat right here for sure. But yeah, Ikan starting off strong again, 37% from just back air and fireball.
Just back air fireball.
It's crazy how much damage he gets when he's not comboing you. Like a 2-piece is better than like a Sheik's best day on earth. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, we saw at least 3 or 4 hits from Louis Money there just to get 37%, you know?
Exactly, just to catch back up. But yeah, I like the way that Ikan is playing. He's not necessarily like staying in Louis' face and like risking trading with that back air. He's just closing the gap slowly and trying to whiff punish what he can.
Oh yeah, being very aware of the burst range to engage. Oh, the down tilts. Down tilt fireball. You're getting hit by that every time.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, of course, Ryu's optimal finisher is going to be a Shoryu, but even just sneaking in those fireballs, like, he just still gets a ton of damage.
Oh, yeah, that's what projectiles are for, right? If not locking you down in shield, forcing you to do an option or taking damage! You're going to lose your stock in the corner there if you're Louis Money.
I don't see Palutena struggle in the corner that much, but yeah, she really, Louis really having a hard time getting out of there. And of course, with those up tilts, of course, Ikan can switch into the collar breaker and just break your shield, or, you know, you can try to poke your shield. It's just a tough scenario.
It is. You do not want to be caught holding shield against a close quarters Shoto. Not at all. And I think that down tilt's like frame 2, like something like that.
Right.
Ooh, the multi-hit going to interrupt the focus there, though.
Yeah, that's massive. Ryu's so good at just kind of forcing his way down to the ground, but not only does the up air have multiple hits, it is probably her strongest aerial, so...
yes, I'd say so.
Ikan got to be really, really careful about that.
The Palu juggles.
All right, nice stuff. Louis not overextending, recognizing that Ikan is trying to focus at a disadvantage.
Yeah, you want stage positioning there, that's for sure. Oh, you don't want to give it back to Ikan here, though.
I like that, actually, opting for the up air just to try to force a juggle scenario. But the parry, not going to lead to a Shoryu, so Louis lives for another day. But that definitely was a scary scenario.
It maybe looked to be a little bit out of the range of Shoryu right there.
Yeah, just barely here. But Louis not too far out of this, just a little bit down a percent, but got to get off the ledge again.
Against a Shoto is tough.
Iken's really good at ledge guarding. Like, we've seen jumps get punished. We've seen ledge hang, regrab. I mean, it feels like Louis is choosing a different option and Iken's just at the ready.
It makes me wonder if these two have played so much that they just understand each other versus their characters.
Mm-hmm. It definitely could be one of those two, so far into the game here. But just really, really close to this next stock being lost here. Down tilt sending really far out.
Regrab.
Ooh.
Tried to go above the ledge there, but going to eat the Ryu back air. Off stage now.
All right, let's see if Louis can get some of the same edge guarding we've seen. No, Iken coming in with the Shaku nets to create a lot of space and take a lot of damage off Louis as well.
And now you're in the corner if you're Louis Money. We've already talked about how you cannot be in the corner against Iken and against Ryu. Mm-hmm. Get out of there, Louis Money. Okay.
It's actually shocking to see Ryu winning like the Nair battle against Palutena.
Right.
But the Nair playing from Ryu is still very scary. We're all still traumatized from Dark Shad years ago.
Oh, yes. Dark Shad will have the PTSD of Shotos for Ohio for years to come, I'd say.
There's not a day I've slept on Ryu. I've seen the horrors.
And we've seen it since Smash 4 with Dark Shad. And oh my goodness, look at this. 93% already for Louis Money. And back in the corner.
Yeah, this could be really tough. I mean, this also a small upset, but an upset nonetheless. We know Louis Money. We expect to see him, I would assume, in top 3 here, but might have to do it from the losers if Iken keeps this momentum up. Does have 50% on the plate, and Louis can definitely capitalize, especially when you start calling out those air dodges, but Iken's just got to get his way back down and find himself an up tilt. Some confirm. Oh,
missing the up air Shoryu. Oh no.
The sourest spot right there.
You can't afford to lose that there if you're Iken, because now you're off stage against Palutena. Great recovery.
Amazing recovery right there. Oh!
That's a dead Ryu. Oh, wow. Smart awareness from Louis Money. Get the drag down Nair. And I wonder if Iken just wasn't expecting it, because that was the first time we saw.
Yeah. Because I was wondering exactly what Louis is going to do to Ryu, because we saw like the side Bs. We didn't see any neutral Bs yet, but we saw a lot of great punishes to Ryu just having a recover, period. I thought he was going to go down there and try to force like a counter.
I thought counter as well.
But drag down Nair, yeah, that's a great option. He just doesn't really have the vertical to deal with that. So great presence of mind right there from Louis.
Yeah, I got to take that game too. But unfortunately giving Iken the, what we talked about in between games 1 and 2, the music counter pick.
All right, we got the music counter. Let me hear your taste.
I believe.
All right, pretty good song. Pretty solid. Give it a B.
I'm not familiar with my Smash music. That's terrible with me.
It said Battle/Terra. I'm not sure what it's from. It feels like Persona, maybe? Either way, I'll give it a B. But back into this match here, I can already time things up with just another down tilt into Fireball. Or down smash, jeez.
Yes, we do know that Ryu and the Shotos can cancel so many moves into their specials. Oh, I thought we were going to see it there with the up air Shoryu a little bit early.
Yeah, just a smidge early right there. But Louis loves to have that scenario. Drop down Nair yet again. Seems like that's a really consistent answer to Ryu's recovery. We just got to see Louis start getting that second punish right after.
It's on Iken's radar, though, so Iken will probably be more aware of it. He's going to avoid it more. And there's the up air Shoryu. Yeah, we were just talking about 20 seconds ago. Gonna hit it right there. The up air cancel into Shoryu there.
Yeah, nice and fresh too, so you know that stuff. All right, using the neutral air though to break focus. She does have some pretty good moves to stop that. And now, Bear beating the Shoryu is massive, because that might just have enough intangibility to actually just give Louis what he needs.
Oh, not getting any follow-up at 0 after the down throw is Iken, but now both battling for center stage. And it looks like this is just, I was about to say, a Palutena grab. Oof. Away, but not getting anything is Louis Money.
Yeah, just barely not getting caught by the crumple. I think I can just need to charge it just a couple frames longer, but that could have been a giant combo. But yeah, you can tell both players are like, look, I know that the other character will put me in the blender and vice versa, so there's a lot of respect here happening in neutral. But triple up air, or double up air to Nair, going to rack up some great damage. Yeah.
I thought we were going to see a third up air there.
Maybe he wants to just keep it fresh for later.
True. It is a kill move for Palu, so.
Yes. Especially with these platforms helping out. My God.
And we've seen Iken struggle to land, too, so I respect knock over the up air now.
But yeah, very, very slow neutral right here. Louis opting to kind of hang out at like double jump height. Like, Ryu has okay vertical, but he has to kind of commit to it.
He has to commit, yeah.
Yeah. Good positioning right there from the Louis Money side for sure. All right, nice back air. Gonna set up for the edge guard here. Iken taking his time, but this is a regrab.
Yep.
Yeah, good punish from Louis Money.
Yeah, Iken's been doing that fireball off a ledge frequently enough that Louis aware of it. And then like we established earlier, Louis Money's got a bunch of experience anyway, so definitely looking out for some similar situations, banking on those years of experience.
Oh, I like that. Taking the corner away from Iken with that fireball, just being like, you can't even run in here. I need this space right now. Oh, risky recovery option, and it gets punished. Louis, I think, was looking for just a drop zone there, but nobody home.
And then you're going to use the invincibility from the Angel platform to take Iken stock, huh, Louis Money?
Yeah. Doesn't get much simpler than that. So, last stock for both of them, 0%. Again, I thought this was going to be like a faster-paced match, but I think they're both kind of recognizing the danger and starting to slow things down, which makes a lot of sense.
It does. Like you said, both these characters can be put into a blender. In fact, we see the Palu blender, 64%. Now you got to land.
Yeah, now you got to land against Palu of all people. But Iken, with the extra momentum from those focus, finds it, and
another one
for you! Wow, that is going to do it off those platforms.
Yeah, Louis Money trying to go for the sneaky little edge cancel there. Iken actually covering the edge cancel on the left platform there, getting, what was that, 3 up airs, and then eventually a 4th up air into the cancel into Shoryu. Nice job, Iken, taking game 3.
This is one of those things where, like, you almost want to take the platforms away from him, but you're Palutena, so you get a lot out of it, and you don't really want to fight Ryu on, like, a completely flat stage either.
Oh, yeah.
So kind of feels like Palu can't take Ryu anywhere where she's going to have, like, an overt, like, stage advantage. Yeah, that stinks. Like, Palu can do what Iken just did, but
I'll go
Ryu,
for a wider stage now.
Yeah, going to go for a little bit of a wider stage here, but Ryu's way more likely, it looks like.
We've seen that 37.4% now at least 5 times.
I think Go was still on the screen, and the damage was already there.
All right, let's see if Louis Money can respond back with a little Palu juggle, but no. Struggling to land and struggling to take center stage from Iken.
Yeah, ooh, a lot of damage here. Focus on the platform.
Tried it.
Rough.
He tried to focus the get-up attack.
Yeah, Louis had to get up out of there. That could have been a disaster.
Oh, good tech chase on the left platform there. What's the follow-up?
All right, sneaking those nairs in yet again.
Waiting out the focus there, too, with the forward air.
Very important. All right, pretty even game.
Tried the down air.
Yeah, tried to sneak that down air right there.
Again, just missing. We see it take game 3, but here in game 4, going to miss it the first time, but doesn't matter. Up smash out of shield. Going to take the first stock here. Louis Money's kind of got a chase here.
Look, I had a couple Iken sets last week at Combo Breaker. That man will find that up smash. He makes Ryu up smash out of shield look so strong. So no surprise to see it again here, but awkward recovery.
Gonna make it back. Regrab though. Iken not gonna hit the regrab.
Yeah, a little bit too late on that back air. Definitely doesn't want to get reversal. God help you down here with all that rage.
Oh yeah.
Great tech chase coming out from Iken.
Covering the platform again for the edge cancel.
Oh, wow, Louis just barely alive there. I think if the platform was there, that would have been a stock, but it doesn't matter. Up tilt into up air Shoryu yet again. It's very rare to see someone consistently anti-airing Palutena. Like, she lives up there for free against so much of the cast.
Oh, back air not even going to kill there. Now you have Max Rage Ryu.
All right. Okay. All right. Great dash attack. Gonna take that stock. But Louis, on his winner side life here, got 2 full stocks to take. And we know Ryu just needs the smallest of openings to put you closer and closer to killing because he gets so much damage off of what feels like everything he has.
Yeah, literally everything. We have seen Iken pull out all the stops here. All the percentages have climbed up on his perspective. Like, what? It's almost like what can't Iken do in the games he's won, right?
They teamed in doubles, didn't they? Iken Louis, I think.
Did they?
I think they might have teamed together too.
No,
so.
I think Iken was with the Tata. I think.
Oh, okay.
Tata.
No, he was fighting Louis. Okay. Well, either way, yeah, definitely have a lot of experience playing against each other. But Louis slowly starting to climb his way back in there, just sneaking in projectiles, reflecting the fireballs, but taking as little risk as possible. And honestly, when you're down and the chips are out, the option isn't to start going insane and looking for like things that you can work. It is to really lock in defensively, play super safe like this, and just take your time.
Louis Money gave himself a wide stage for a reason. Use it to your advantage, Louis Money.
Even right there, no whiff punishes either from Iken. Oh, they were teamed.
Oh, they were teamed. Okay,
yeah. So obviously either way, on team or not a team, but they were a team. They've played a lot. But as I said, Iken still sneaking in a little bit of damage here. And once again, with all this rage, Palutena's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, a lot of trouble. Yeah. You are just one input away from death and your winner side stock.
Woo! We both real bad.
We thought something was coming.
The fear meter, and both of us just went up there.
I gotta get clipped by the Shoryu too.
Yeah, I think Louis done such a great job of racking up this damage, but as far as the moves that like confirm into death, Ikan's just been really, really cautious to avoid them all. And as I said, finally gets clipped by that back air. Louis down 80%, got a lot of work to do, and he cannot risk landing on top of Ikan's shield, which is where Palutena gets a lot of her big combo starters.
Exactly. Oh, here we see the Palutena juggle. Going to end it at 48. Oh, never mind. Keep going.
Oh, wow. We are back even.
That's it. Yep.
That's going to do it. Very hard fought, but Ikan's going to be moving on into our top 8, into our winter semifinals matches.
Yeah, great set from Ikan right there, winning 3-1. And we thought that was going to be a game 5.
I did. It almost was, because Louis definitely clawed that back. And again, if you're looking to figure out what you do when you're like way behind, that's the way you need to play. You need to lock in on neutral, minimize mistakes. That's what you got to do.
And it looks like we are going to be seeing Louis Money in the losers bracket later on today. We've got 3 or 4 loser sets remaining in bracket.
Yes, coming up next, we're going to have Atada versus Boku, the hero. Hero just won a major, so everything I said in 2019 about that character was right. I was just early. I had the vibe early, okay?
6 years early.
I was mad early, but I remember where I was. I was at EVO when they played that trailer, and I was like, there's no way we let this rock. And then they said, yeah, we will.